There's not one guy, one person in the history of this program that's bigger than the program.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
What's up and welcome into this emergency podcast. I'm Patrick Hertzberger. Joined with me is Matthew Gann. Please like and subscribe, folks. Danny Stutsman has pulled off the ultimate troll job and has announced he is staying at the University of Oklahoma. He ain't going nowhere. Matthew Gann, what are your initial thoughts?
He ain't freaking leaving, baby. Just kind of a straight out of the scene of Wolf of Wall Street. Danny Stutsman, like you said, the ultimate troll job. You know, tweeting a picture this morning of his locker room his locker being empty and posting all these things when it was first reported that he was going to the draft, which, hey, as Oklahoma fans, we were sad to see, but we only want the best for Danny. Then turns it all around and is coming right back to be with us heading into the SEC, along with Billy Bowman, who announced a couple of days ago that he's also staying another year. I couldn't ask for two players on this OU team to take with us heading into a brand new conference, especially with the schedule we have. Very excited to have them both on the team for next season.
Yeah, absolutely. I was at dinner. I was on vacation a few days ago, and you guys texted me that there were reports of him leaving, and I got quiet for about 5 minutes. My fiance asked me, why are you being quiet? And of course, you're on vacation. You don't want to say, well, our best linebacker just said he's going to the NFL and be all sad about that, right? So, I played it cool, but was really sad the last few days just because Danny Stutsman is the anchor to this defense. We saw it when he was out for those couple games, how our defense struggled. We saw it when he wasn't there really making adjustments during the play calls, seconds before the play calls. And to have him heading into the SEC is absolutely huge for this defense, especially because we're going to get in so many defensive battles. Our schedule is so difficult next year. And this is really good overall. You mentioned Billy Bowman too. These two combined going to the SEC provide so much structure for us and continuity going in the SEC because they know BV's system by now, and they truly are our best two defensive players. So losing them would have been a really awful detriment to us. So super happy Danny is returning.
Yeah, 100% agree. And both these players elevate the players around them. Billy elevates the safety play, and Danny elevates the linebackers around him to make those plays and to fill those gaps and to stay in their assignments. I mean, they are both the leaders of their positions and of that defensive group. So have both of those guys another year under BV's system, another year under Smitty, just to continue to build, get stronger and faster and smarter, because this is BV's ultimate chance to show why he came in. He is a defensive-minded coach. His anchor position is the linebackers, and you need a guy like Danny Stutsman to fill BV's or what BV wants out of the linebacker crew. So when you combine those two players with the 24 class coming in, especially a heavy defensive line class coming in, that's what you need for an SEC defense. I mean, we've talked about it before. I mean, when we look at the schedule, we're not playing Joe Schmoes every week. Week in and week out, we are playing top quality opponents. Tennessee, Ole Miss, Alabama, Texas at the Cotton Bowl, going to LSU, at Missouri, even at Auburn. I mean, all these games week in and week out, you need these types of players to elevate the people around you to even have a chance to compete. Having these two players back is going to be the biggest and most crucial thing, especially on the defensive side of things. I think OU fans have a sense of relief knowing that Danny's coming back, at least for another year, along with Billy Bowman.
Oh, yeah. Everyone is so happy. Something that Brent Venables stressed when he first became the coach of the University of Oklahoma is how he didn't have a lot of starters that had started for more than 1 or 2 seasons. And he wanted to change that culture for Oklahoma and make sure that he had players that had started for 3 to 4 years. And he's doing that right before our eyes now with Billy Bowman and Danny Stutsman. And that not only shows that his culture is working and his system and his process is working, but that it can work for the players too, right? I mean, I'm sure the NIL is helping Danny stay as well, but If Danny has this great year in his great senior year in the SEC, wins a butt kiss award, Brent Venables is showing everyone around him that if you stay with me, you will get a better draft pick. You will improve, and that extra year will help you in the NFL as well. So this is a great demonstration and example that he is setting with Danny Stutsman. And I mean, couldn't do it with any better player. Let me ask you this. We've had so many stars on the offensive side of the ball: Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, D.D. Westbrook, C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard. I'm sure I'm missing a few. Now we're talking about the defensive side of the ball. I mean, how cool is that? Is he a star now? Is he like a legend for doing this? Or does he still have to really perform this year? Because I think it's already almost set in stone that he's kind of one of these legends that we're going to talk about, the C.D. Lambs, the D.D. Westbrooks, etc.
No, absolutely. I mean, you don't have a video with arguably one of the greatest linebackers in OU history, the Boz, and not already have submitted a really good OU career so far. And there's yet to the story. I mean, a whole nother year to prove, especially these two guys getting left out, the two biggest awards at the end, the Jim Thorpe Award for best safety. Didn't even make that for Billy Bowman. That is such a robbery. But as well as, like you said, the Buckus. Danny wasn't even a finalist, even though his stats, not even playing, 1.5 games, still are up there to par with the guys that were the finalists for both of those awards. So they still have a lot of things, or at least individually, that they can prove. But I think from a team standpoint, you need both of these guys to anchor those positions, because even I talk about the defensive line, even some of the safeties that are coming in the 24 class, you need a guy that's already been there, that's a veteran presence. What more could you want from Billy Bowman and Danny to anchor those positions, bring those guys up? Because these recruiting classes have got some power hitters in there, but you need those two guys to bring it all together. Like you were saying, I think Danny's already cemented himself as one of the better linebackers you had. Now he can either improve his chapter of his legacy next year heading into the SEC to prove what more can he bring to the table. Really excited for both of them.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments. Do you think Danny Stutsman is a legend? What do you feel about this move with both Billy Bowman and Danny Stutsman staying? How is this going to help us? Remember to like and subscribe. You can follow us on X, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. We have a website, programguys.com. Wherever you are on the internet, you can find us. Remember to please like and subscribe as well. Dan, do you have any other closing thoughts about Danny Stutsman staying at the University of Oklahoma?
It's huge. I think people are going to look back at this moment and be so very grateful that he decided to stay for another year. Besides him, we have a very, very young linebacking group. So he really helped solidify us for another year. And people will look back and say, hey, we appreciate you staying, because this is a huge moment in OU history, transitioning to the best conference of college football and playing these high-powered teams. You need guys like this, and OU, and I know the OU community is very grateful that both of these guys are back.
Absolutely. Danny Stutsman, folks, returning for another year at the University of Oklahoma. Couldn't be more excited. Thank you for listening. Remember to like and subscribe. Gan, take us out.
Keep pushing it, baby.
3, 2, 1.
There's not one guy, one person in the history of this program that's bigger than the program.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.